Hello everyone, this is my critical reflection on my AS Media Foundation portfolio. First question is, how does my product use or challenge conventions, and how does it represent social groups or issues? My film opening belongs in the sports movie genre. It's meant to seem like your usual run-of-the-mill sports movies with scenes like this, close-ups like this, and shaky camera movements like this. However, this movie has a deeper meaning to it. This movie subverts sports movies conventions by shifting the focus from competition and victory to personal escape and tranquility. This movie was something important to me as it represented me and many other teenagers that are using sports as an emotional relief. The black and white at the start of the movie is meant to represent dullness, someone uninspired in life. As the music changes, the color starts to come out, representing a new atmosphere to the character, granting a sense of euphoria. Question number 2, how does my product engage with the audiences, and how would it be distributed as a real media text? As a teenager who enjoys the thrills of sports, my main audience would be teenagers as myself, kids, and young adults who enjoy the same thrills as I do. If this ever became real media text, I would argue that some teenagers would be inspired to try out new sports to better their life because of my film. My film opening starts of quite gloomy. It starts kind of boring. But boring isn't always bad. With all the sound coming from the streets, from the Foley that I made, from all the noise from the side of the streets, I would argue that it keeps the audience waiting. Keeps the audience waiting on the edge of their seat, waiting for something to happen. And their patience is rewarded in the end with a change of color scheme from black and white to color. For distribution, I feel like I could reach way more audience through social media platforms such as YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok. Question number 3, how did production skills develop throughout this project? Before I did this movie, I did a crash course. On this crash course, I wasn't filming much. I was more of the actor of the film, and I learned to edit more than I did to produce the movie itself. This course, I developed many skills such as understanding the dramatic angles, tracking the actor, and camera movements and sound design. There are a lot of differences in my storyboard and in the actual movie. Some of the scenes in the movie were unplanned. On the plus side, it developed my skills of adaptation. On the other hand, it also proved how inconsistent I was and how much I really need to work on my pre-production skills and my storyboard and how I should visualize my scenes beforehand. In this scene, I had to lay down on the ground to shoot a low angle of the character's shoes, creating a dramatic scene of him dribbling the basketball. I also developed skills of sound designing, like you can hear here. There were also a few drafts before the final product. I only decided to change the theme from black and white to color at late in the end of the project. My teacher recommended me to watch old sports movies, and I see that a lot of them have change in color scheme in multiple times of the movies to grab the audience's attention for as long as possible. Question number 4, how did I integrate technologies like software, hardware, and online sources in this project? For this project, I used a camera that I borrowed from the school for filming and an SD card on my phone, and that's how far hardware goes. Software, on the other hand, was one of my best skills. I was quite good with software. I used it the most. I used Canva for ideation, idea pitch presentation, and then I used Premiere Pro for color grading, editing, and titles. In conclusion, I have learned a lot of things in this portfolio, and I had fun learning it. The main things I learned were how to properly film on the camera, sound designing, and editing using Premiere Pro. There were a lot of mistakes made in this course. Halfway through the project, I decided to completely change some of the scenes, which meant I needed to do better on visualizing my scenes before actually filming them. That's all for me. Thank you for listening. Thank you.